Being an artist is hard work, and being a full-time artist is even harder. Hi, I'm Jermaine Sain. Today on When We Speak, we'll be in the studio with Shameia Crawford.
These hands will keep me in trouble. I relinquished all of my control.
What's the word today? Bring to life what you say when we speak.
Multum nahiwat, memilas nacho.
It happens in time, the new age sublime. When we speak. Clean crystal glass, life all won't last.
Death and life
When we
are the
speak.
power of the tongue.
Got a real for you. Understand more the truth when we speak. When we speak. You've done a lot of things as a vocalist. That you've also been on a reality show called Rising Star on ABC.
Right.
I'm just curious to know, like, with a show like Rising Star, how do you cope with the, I guess the judgment and the pressure of being on a national platform opposed to a regular Shameia Crawford show? Because on that platform you come expecting to be evaluated and judged, whereas if I go to a Shameia Crawford show, you would expect that most of the people in the audience are supporters of your music.
Right.
So you shouldn't get that same type of feeling. So how do you cope with the difference between those two?
I guess at the end of the day, I believe in my voice. And I believe that I have something to offer that nobody else does. And so the uniqueness of that talent and knowing with the gift that I have, that's what helps me to keep going and not be so nervous that I screw it up. Because it's easy to screw it up knowing that all eyes are on you and that people are going to give you a lot of times negative responses before they give you positive responses. So that's more so that's my process.
Okay. So basically you're saying you're confident enough that it doesn't matter who's out there. You got it. I got this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty
now,
much
I'm not going to lie and say I'm not nervous. I'm, what they call it, shaking in my knees or whatever they call it, however you say it. But
shaking your boots.
There it is. Boots. Something shattering
You
down
just know
there.
something was shaking, because you're scared.
Absolutely. So, of course, it's a process of getting past my nerves and saying, I got this. You can do it. Believe in what you've wanted to do since you were a child. And that's really what's pushed me past that judgment.
Okay. Has there ever been a time that you felt that you didn't do your best in, I guess, conquering your nerves?
I think more so in the audition process, I guess before the show even started. But I don't think so. I think I pray before I go out and I take a deep breath and I say, I'm just going to leave it all on the stage.
Go run, run, run. I'm gonna stay right here. Watch you disappear. Yeah. Go run, run, run. Yeah, it's a long way down. But I am closer to the clouds up here. Go on and try to tear me down. I will be rising from the ground like a skyscraper, like a skyscraper.
I definitely feel like I have lots of special stories to tell. I've gone through a lot of things in my life, and I've experienced a lot of things. I've witnessed a lot of things, even from family, and just being on the road, being a background singer. So many things that you, I guess, live through and live to tell. And so I'm definitely a storyteller.
Okay. Now you brought up background singing, which that was one of the things that was in my mind. I didn't write it on my cue cards, but with you doing background singing, I really want to know, how essential do you feel that background singers are to a performance?
They are very essential. I think they're the pulse of that performer's performance, I guess, and it's really the core that keeps, I guess, everything flowing. And I know for me, I've enjoyed having my own background singers in the past, just because you can you can flow in so many different directions when you have harmonies going on.
Okay.
And it's just something special about having that having that in your back pocket or accessible. And so definitely I think people can appreciate a performance or an experience from a singer better if there's backing vocalists.
Lord, despite my wrongdoings, you started right there. You've been right there.
Being an excellent artist is more than just having a wonderful sound. It's also about your execution of your interpretation of the songs, the lyrics, or the music.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you have to nurture a song to fully convey your message.
Mm-hmm.
When you're performing, how do you nurture a song?
Well, I don't rush it.
Uh-huh.
I think sometimes you can get in a habit of, I'm just going to sing it the way I recorded it. And so my husband has actually kind of pointed that out to me. You don't have to sing it just the way you recorded it. Just let it go.
Uh-huh.
And so for me, that's how I get to that point of nurturing a song where I can connect with the audience and I can connect with the song on another level. Because, of course, it's an experience for me, even when I'm recording the song. But to perform it live is another experience. So I just let go and I let whatever comes out come out.
Okay. So do you have anything, since you spoke about recording, do you have any like weird things that you like to do when you're recording? Like, I like the lights out, or I have to pretend that I have an audience, or do you like an audience in the room, or do you like it's complete silence? Or
I guess I'm pretty regular. I'm not really sure how other people do it.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes if I know the words, normally I don't know the words because I have normally just written the song right before I record it. So a lot of times I'll just use the light. I love to write on notebook paper.
Uh-huh.
I'm old school,
But ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. I love it though. It's just it's a connectivity
Yeah.
that I have to just writing my words as opposed to typing or
Yeah.
texting or whatever.
And I think you probably can remember it better that way too.
Yeah,
Write
I
it.
think
Yeah.
so. I guess it's your handwriting
Yeah.
on paper. So I actually have recently gotten into scented candles when I'm recording.
Oh, okay.
It's something.
So you like
about-
to set the mood.
Yeah, I guess and I'm always not always, but when I'm often cold.
Okay.
It's just me. So I like a heater or a blanket, and I sometimes.
But that doesn't make you want to like go to sleep or nothing.
No, it's yeah. I guess I am a little weird.
Whatever works, I
Just
guess.
a little weird. Of course, I have to have my tea.
Come what may. There's been times I let you down. Sometimes it was both our fault, but you never dared to change, and your passion stayed the same for me. Yeah. You're my heartbeat. Oh, da 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 da. I got this deep love for you, babe. Deep in my soul, my soul.
Well, you spoke about your husband, so I had to touch on it a little bit.
Okay.
You would imagine that having your husband as your musical director, I think, right?
Uh-huh.
There will be no cons to that. But however, I'm sure there are. So I'm going to ask you, what are the pros and the cons to having a musical spouse?
We bump heads a lot. People
Okay.
might think that we don't, but we do. And we just so happen to both be Scorpios.
Oh, wow.
So it's like I have to learn how to back down. Because we both can't keep going at each other. And it's always great. It's good arguments. But it's kind of like I'm educated in music. I have a degree in music. He has a degree in music. So it's definitely on several other levels when it comes to he'll say, well, that note wasn't musical, and I'm like, does it matter? It's music.
So you sound
It's
like
my
me.
interpretation.
You sound like me now. Girl.
It's my interpretation.
right. And that's what came out, and that's what I'm going to do.
Exactly.
There you go.
Now, he does have good professional advice. He'll be like, well, I did win a Grammy for production, so you might want to listen to me on this. You should write an extra line right here, do a little run right here. Just listen to me. And the funny thing is, I will fight my battle, and I'll say, okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. And then we'll listen to it in the car, and I'll be like, you know what?
Don't you hate to have to admit that you like it?
Right. That what you said was right. So I'm like, okay, well, let me change it. And he'll be like, well, why didn't you listen to the first time? Or listen to me the first time. I'm like, well, Yeah. So it's actually good because we've grown a lot together. And I think the pro in having a musical spouse and a great producer is the fact that we have created a sound together that really nobody can touch because it's our sound. And so that's the blessing in it. And I really wouldn't trade it for anything. What you gonna do with it?
If you were a canvas and you had to pick 3 colors to paint you, what 3 colors would you pick, and what attributes would you paint?
I tend to pull from just on an everyday basis, and I like to attract things that are real. So for me, green would, I guess, be that. I love truthfulness and being able to connect to people in different areas of life or different levels in life, where I feel like I can let my guards down. I think there's so many fake things that are just in our faces on a regular basis on TV and just even the people that we meet. You don't know, okay, all right, this is how you're going to be tomorrow too? I can't really tell. So, organic, if that makes sense. Purple is my favorite color. It's such a cop-out, Raul. But purple.
Because that's my favorite color. But strange, I thought you were going to say purple. I don't know why, but I thought you would say purple.
Yeah. I was leaning towards purple first, but green for some reason just came out. But definitely purple. I think I am a strong individual. I think purple means royal or something, but I kind of parallel that to strength. Okay. I'm a very strong person. I really, I guess, surprise myself on the things that I've been able to endure and pray through and just take a breath and say, it's gonna work out for me. I'm gonna keep going no matter what. And I was built for this, so I'm not gonna break easily. And it's so bad, but I'm gonna say black.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with black. Boom. My black is beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I think I'm a quiet. Well, I'm a storm. I'll say. Okay. I don't know if that's an attribute, but I have a tendency to. I have. My intentions are always pure. I definitely feel like I'm a person of patience. I'm working on it though. Work in progress. But I have a temper when it comes to things that I'm passionate about.
Right. So, I don't even know if you can classify that as a temper though. But I got you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you because I'm the same person. If I wasn't the same person, I wouldn't be agreeing with you, but
Yeah, I think sometimes people may interpret it as, oh, that's evil, that's terrible, that's bad. But just hear me out. So definitely, I think also it means that I don't bite my tongue. If I have something to say, then I find a good way to say it, but sometimes you just have to say it how it come out.
Exactly.
Because sometimes people don't get it, but I pride myself in being able to, not bottle something in that I need to say.
Okay. So you're organically strong and mean. Is that what you're trying to say?
I need another word for mean. Like
I'm joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Standing top the world as it's free.